differently. And so I just like, no, I just figured it out. And then I like went super broke, and like I lost my apartment. I was like sleeping out of a friend's office, and still same thing. Like, you know, I still had the same mindset. Like, I still want to do it my way. And a friend had hit me up. This friend hit me up, and she was like, I got a friend at Barney's who's looking for a tailor. I told her about you. I was like, word. So I went in, did an interview. You know, they were offering decent money. When you ain't got no money, someone offer you $70,000.
That's decent.
I'm like, shit. So I was like, you know what? Oh, let me think about it. And they're like, all right, cool. Job probably won't start for like another 2 weeks. We'll call you. All right, cool. So I go back to sleeping in my homeboy's office. You know, not like a work office, like a this office, like a chair like that. And I get this call. I'm like, hey, it's Burberry. You know, we want to offer you a position. I was like, oh, yeah, I might have to pass. Yeah, I can't take it right now. I'm like, I thought we just talked. You said you're like, yeah, I got some things I need to finish working on. I have some things that I'm working on right now. I can't take my eye off it. So let me finish this stuff up. And I'll get back with you. So I just like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'll just figure it out. And so, you know, I thugged it out, and you get stuck in this thing where it's like you wake up every day trying to chase that same carrot, and you didn't get any closer to it yesterday. It's like, all right, well, today I'm going to get up and swat at the carrot again, send text messages, make phone calls, hear more excuses and bullshit. And when I was like, bro, you never going to see this money from dude, ever. So, sooner you come to that understanding, sooner you can move past it and make some more money. Fuck that little money.
Little money. And that's what you did.
Yeah, it's just like I just had to change the way I thought about it. And it's like, I don't want to do money. I don't need to do money. I don't want to do money. And as soon as I realized like I'm never gonna get that money, I don't want it. I don't want what it represents. I don't need this money. I only had little ass money. Like as soon as I did that little thing, my brain started thinking about, okay, well, where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of the money at then? And then more money started showing up. And I looked up the 9,000 I'm waiting for him. I flipped and hit that same 9 in like a week. So like, oh, time out. First and foremost, we ain't never gonna do that no more. We're never gonna get stuck on one person, ever. You know. Then I got a little Airbnb, something, you know, a little garbage Airbnb, but you know it's a roof, so I'm grateful that that was the experience. Then I was like, all right, cool. You know, there's some, you know, I live by certain, you know, things that you hear growing up that you end up internalizing. One of those has always been like this definition of insanity. It's like, you know, doing the same thing every day, expecting a different results, insanity. So if you're trying to, like in my mind, what that means is if you have a different goal and you approach it the same way you approach a non-different goal, expecting a different goal, you have a problem. You cannot, like, you're not going to evolve and turn into the person you're supposed to be doing the same shit you used to do. You're going to be who you used to be. So in order to become who you're supposed to be, you have to do shit you're supposed to do, which is usually different shit. So I just like started picking things that I didn't pick anything. I'm not gonna lie. I would smoke. I would go to the rooftop. I would just talk to the universe, and then it just comes. You know, it just like, here are the things that you need to start doing. And it's like you get convicted. Like, you need to start doing this shit. And we can either be like, oh, I didn't hear it, or accept it. Like, you know what? No, you're right. I came up here for a reason, and I said I need to be greater than I am. What am I missing? He said you got to change some shit. You got to add some shit. You got to get rid of some shit. Cool. Well, what? I tell you what, you got to do the shit. All right? And you start hearing it's like, oh, I don't want to do that shit. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, what do I have to give up? And it's like the things that the first thing that would just come to mind. It's like, I didn't really drink, but I drank a little bit. It's like, you have to give up alcohol entirely. That's what I gave up. Like my first one. Like, so you can't have no alcohol. You know, it's like, what are you drinking alcohol for? You broke. You trying to make some money. The fuck do you need alcohol for? You trying to go to sleep? You trying to make some money? Okay, well, you don't need alcohol. Work. So I cut that out. And then meat. Like I wasn't eating red meat at the time. Or pork. It was like kind of pescatarian, but more like just a little fish every now and then. It's like, no, just like no flesh. Period. Just like straight up vegetables. And then, you know, being from the South, being from the South, I had to give up the ladies because it's a problem. Yeah, ladies are a problem.
That was the problem.
It was a huge problem. It's just a problem in general.
So are you abstinent?
Because they're so yummy. Well, no, I was.
For like a short period.
It's 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, it was like a 4 months. It was like, here's what
when you was getting your shit together.
Yeah, because like it was a conversation I had with the universe. Like, this is what I want. Like, this is what I want. A very, very descriptive, very definitive. This is exactly what I want. It's a dollar amount I want. This is what I want. I've seen it in my head. This is the lifestyle that I want. Cool. How long is it going to take me to get here? 4 months. Cool. Well, I'm going to give this stuff up while I'm working towards that. So you'll know that I'm serious about it every single day. I looked up at it in 4 months. The thing I asked for, I had it. I was like, ain't that some shit?
It worked.
Right. And so then I just like, I changed it up. I started adding more goals, doing it differently. And then, I mean, a whole 180, legit a whole 180. So, I don't really publicize it in LA too much because, well, I will soon. But so the facility that does all my production is in Los Angeles. It's like I used to do my production in China way back in the day, but I can't control it. I'm a control freak. So I found a facility that can do it in LA. It's mad expensive. They do it for like a bunch of other like really like, high-end tailors that do like expensive stuff. I found them, they fool with me. They let me, come in and do some pieces. I came in, my first order was 2 pants. So I did like 2 pair of pants. And then the check I wrote bounced.
Dang.
So I did 2 pair of pants. The first check didn't bounce. But we just like to sensationalize and say the first check bounced. But the first check didn't bounce. First check was cool. Then I did a suit and I wrote a check and then the check bounced. It was like $400. It was so embarrassing. And they were like, from now on you pay cash. I was like, okay. And but in January, like I had these bins, right? Shit you get from Walmart. And I just had all my stuff in it. Like I had like 3 bins and I just had all my belongings in them. And I would sneak them into this facility and like upstairs into a little storage room, all my clothes and shit. So, cause like I'm not one of the people. I think the only person that really knew I was going through my storm at the time was my brother Chase. Cause I'm not a person that's I don't like to let people know about my shit because it's not their shit. And what are you gonna get? Complaining about, oh, I'm broken, I'm homeless, oh, what was me? Everybody going through some shit. I don't want to hear about your shit. So, I try and just put this face on. So even at the facility, no one knew that I was going through my storm, but I'm literally like walking around with no sleep, haven't, eaten nothing, but it's like, shit, I gotta go in and change some clothes. So when they would open, I would go in, sneak upstairs and like, find some clothes and change in them and shit. Well, I bought that facility last month, so we officially so took it over this year. But like, in less than a year, just a whole life 180. Just like my personal business is just everything has changed. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just completely changed. But more importantly, I think the summary of everything that I've spoken about is, that whole story that you heard about from like the 13-year-old kid to the tailor shop, the alterations, all that. It's just like, it's just ideas being thrust into the universe. None of these things, at no point, none of the things that I've done at any point did I have like cheerleaders or some big support system saying, yo, this is the move, do this, this is great. It was never that. It was always like, I don't know, probably not, you shouldn't. But I don't know, when sometimes you can see your future so clearly that other people's concept of what your future's supposed to be just doesn't even matter. Right. It's like, oh, you should be this. Like, man, cut that shit. I've already seen what it's supposed to be. And so I don't know, through all this, is just like believing in it enough to just like risk whatever, believing in 13. What 13-year-old boy trying to sit around and sew? You already get picked on and beat up at school. Now you want to sew?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nah, I want to learn this shit and I'm going to figure it out. You know, even moving to LA, that was like a dream. Like moving to LA, that'd be a dream. I don't know nobody in LA, but we should be in LA. And didn't go to LA. We went to San Diego first, and it took everything in San Diego being like taken, you know what I'm saying, from me. Just like, okay, take your ass to LA. So you're supposed to go, you know, and just persevere through these stories. Like people get so hung up on their chapters. And it's like we all have chapters. And I read something once, maybe it was on social media, but it said, think about this. Think about this from a statistical standpoint. Think of all the worst moments of your entire life. The worst nights you've ever had, the worst days you've ever had. All those moments like, what the fuck, this is the worst. You got to do every single one of them. 100% of them. Yeah. No matter how bad it was, like 100% of them, we got through 100% of them. So it's just like, that's just what life is. It's a series of getting over shit and figuring things out and evolving. And I'm grateful to have found a thing early on that, you know, I just really love. I know. I'm grateful to just be crazy enough to just not care about doing it normal.
Yes, you have a remarkable story, Fresh. And this is amazing, just listening to the beginning until where we are today. And you still on the goddamn grind. Like,
oh, yeah.
You know, it don't stop.
It'll never stop.
It don't quit.
You think Kevin Hart, no, that don't stop.
No. And Kevin Hart is one of your clients, right?
Yeah.
So how did you hook up with all these celebrity clients? Was the LA buzz about
the LA buzz
that you were doing?
Well, and also, before I had celebrity clients, I started telling people I was a celebrity tailor. Like, on my Instagram, I would put celebrity tailor because I'm cooler than the rest of the tailors, so... I was saying it because I was like, I'm a celebrity. Amongst these tailors, I'm the one that's a celebrity. So I'm a celebrity tailor. Not necessarily that I tailor for celebrities, but I'm a celebrity tailor. But, you know, the things you say become, they take on life. So, like, saying that and people seeing that, oh, he's the guy that does this shit for the stars. And then just getting the stars and being able to get it done. Like, I don't do excuses. So getting them and knocking this shit out, being 100, you know, figuring out that the best way to get to the stars is to get to the stylist. They make all the decisions. If the stylist loves you, you in. If the stylist don't like you, you ain't in. So I made sure I developed good relationships with the right stylist.
Is that an easy gateway to get to the stylist? Or are they contacting you at this point?
A lot of them are contacting me, but initially it was me contacting them through Instagram. Like, you find them on Instagram and you just stalk them. I stalk people on the gram. Like Kevin Hart, I stalked his stylist, Ashley. Stalked her. I found out who she was, and I was like, I want Kevin. I said this probably 4 months ago, because I kept seeing him in stuff that was altered. It was still fresh, but it was like, damn, man, he needs to be in some custom. Like, oh, I need to get some shit on Kevin. And
why Kevin?
He's the biggest. You know, I got a lot of big clients, but it's like Kevin's the biggest in his genre. You know, like LeBron's the biggest in his genre. You know, Draymond's huge, but LeBron's the biggest in his genre, and Kevin's the biggest in his genre. I was like, man, I want Kevin. And I found his stylist, and I was like, let me follow his stylist and develop a social relationship. Like, I don't even know this person.
Comment on her picture.
Exactly. Commenting, doing this little thing.
Watch her Insta story.
A cool DM, nothing distasteful, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being a creep, just, you know, showing respect. And eventually they start to look and say, who is this motherfucker always? Oh, he got some nice stuff. And then they start to like. And the next thing you know,
it's on.
Yeah, next thing you know, you find out, you know, she had this event going on where she was introducing her candle brand. And this is probably in September. Her assistant sent me an invitation for it. I was like, sure, I'll go check it out. And I go through. Kevin, that's the first time that I actually met Kevin. And he snubbed me. Funniest shit in the world. First time he met me, he snubbed me. I held my hand out to shake his hand, and he looked right through me and walked right past. And everyone's standing there. I'm like, ha, that's Kevin. In real life, it was a party. And I had gone downstairs to smoke weed, and I don't want people thinking I smoke cigarettes, and I saw Kevin pull up in his car. I was like, shit, let me go inside. I don't want to be out here when he comes in. I don't want to be weird. So I go back inside, and I'm inside, and I just met Ashley for this, the first time we'd ever met. So Kevin comes upstairs. I try not being too weird, like, oh, it's Kevin, whatever. So he gets probably like 4 or 5 feet from me. There's a few people, so I felt like we made eye contact. I thought we made eye contact.
No.
I think he was looking at someone next to me, but I thought he was looking at me, so I like held my hand. I was like, hey man, nice to meet you. And it's like he didn't even acknowledge it. It's like he didn't even hear it. And it was like, but there was no one else here. It was just me in front of you. Like, even if you didn't see me, like, I have my whole hand in front of you.
Please tell
moving
me he
it.
was just fucking with you.
No, it was like, I don't like you. I don't like you.
He said that.
I don't like you because when I walked up, your hair was too tall. I don't know what it was, but I don't think you liked my face when you first saw me. So you just did not fool with me. So, but you know what? It's crazy because when I left, I'm chuckling to myself and I'm saying, he don't realize it, but he's gonna fall to the sword. Like, he will be my client. He don't even know it yet. But that was that. And then afterwards, it's just, I'd see her put something on him. I'd be like, yo, that was fresh. That was fresh. And then she did something one day and I was like, man, you need to stop bullshitting. Get with me. Like, what are we doing, bro? I was just like, yo, you know that I got the sauce. Like, the fuck? What are we doing? And she was like, okay, shit. Okay. Your stuff is nice. Why don't we just meet? So we met. We got to actually see each other face to face and have like a real discourse. I was fresh. She was like, okay, I see you. Let's see you look fresh. Literally, we had our first meeting probably in November. It's the first time I actually met. Like, I mean, I met her at her candle thing, but like, let's you and I meet and discuss and figure out who you are. So me and her assistant sat down, and then like a week later, she had something with Terrence J. She was like, yo, this was Terrence. So I did this thing with Terrence. Knocked it out. And then she had another client. She's like, all right, cool, I got another client. I was like, boom, knocked that out. She was like, all right, I got a whole tour for Kevin. So I just want to make sure you wasn't gonna like, make me look bad. So now, I got a lot of stuff with Kevin. So that's the move. Like, anybody wanting to get on in any regard in LA, connecting with celebrities in regards to fashion, impress their stylist. If you impress their stylist, you've impressed the celebrity. You get right into them. And also what people don't know too, because everybody sees all these celebrities. Like, you look on my page and it's pretty much all celebrities in my clothes, and all of them paid, and all of them paid full price. Yeah. Just people need to know that too, because people have this misconception that in order to get on, you have to give your shit away. That's not true. If your stuff isn't good, and you just need people to just have it and accept it and not have a reason to say no, then give it away. But if your stuff is good and you believe in it and you stand by that shit, why would you give it away?
Right.
When it's better than what they're paying for? I'm not gonna give you this shit. Pay for that shit.
Right.
I'm trying to do you a solid. You owe me more. You're welcome.
Heard that.
You're welcome.
So you getting ready for award season. So many awards coming up.
Correct.
So I want to see some of your,
You know
Yeah.
You know you will.
I will. Can you make me something? Do you do women's clothing? I saw that you did post a woman.
Iman.
Mm-hmm. So what type of clothing do you do for women?
The
Whatever
same-
I want?
Yeah, well, no, the same type I do for men. Like, I don't do dresses, but I do, everything that you
do
see
me a
me.
nice, cute blazer.
Oh, yeah, I do them all the time, yeah.
Okay.
Dope blazers, suits, track suits, the track pants, shirts, cool stuff.
And then, like, some of your tracksuits are like lamb skin. Is
Yeah.
that like a hot commodity right now? Or like that's what you chose,
That's just what I chose.
your ingredient for your brand?
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like it's exclusive to get.
Yeah, it's very, like, I like the whole, I don't like for things that, I'm very serious, but I'm not. No, okay. I'm very serious, but I don't appear to be very serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like that about my clothes. Like, I wanted to make a tracksuit, like a track jacket that was very serious, just didn't look like it. From a distance, probably think it's just a little gray cotton little track jacket. You get up close and it's like, oh shit, it's lambskin. And you open it, it's like, whoa. And then like I just did a hoodie. Same thing as a lambskin hoodie, but from a distance it just looks like a hoodie. But it's a lambskin hoodie.
It's
Like,
so pretty.
No, so dope. I just want to do some cool things that just feel like normal, regular, chill clothes, but it's super luxurious, super exclusive.
Nice quality.
Like less than, a dozen units ever to be produced. Like super duper exclusive.
If you could describe your brand, what would you say?
Fresh.
You would say
like one
fresh.
one word or like a sentence description.
When you was trying to sell to Ashley with Kevin Hart, what was you saying?
I was
know
like,
it was more than fresh.
yeah, I was just like, I've been seeing you do your thing. I've been seeing you do your thing. I've been checking out, the Paul Smith. That's cute. That's cool and all. I've been checking out that Tom Brown. I just think we could do better. I just think that Kevin deserves better. I think you deserve better. I think life will be easier for you with someone like me in it. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. No, you're welcome. Yeah. No, I'll see you soon. It was that type of vibe. It's like I'm very cocky with my shit because I know what goes into it. I know my shit's awesome, and I'm not gonna sell it to you if I don't think it's gonna be awesome. I go into everything like it's gonna be dope. So yeah, it's just my approach.
Okay, so what do you have planned short and long term with your brand?
Well, so for the short term, all 2019, I'm doing these super exclusive drops every Monday. It's like Instagram exclusive. So I may talk about it a little bit on Facebook, but that's really to move people from Facebook to Instagram. But I'm going to be doing these drops every Monday throughout the year. And it's just like whatever creative concept I come up with. Like most of the work that you see are collaborative concepts with either me and a stylist or me and the client. It's not necessarily what I would have done, but it's what I would have done with the client in mind. Whereas what I wanted to do with this exclusive drop is like, I'm not thinking about nobody but me. This is what I want to do. I don't give a fuck what anybody else likes. This is what I like. I want this lambskin hoodie with the perforated interior. Why? Because that's what I'd wear. And if you like it, good for you. But I'm not making this thinking about anybody else. So all year I'm just coming up with these random situations. Like that would be bananas. I'm going to drop them on the gram.
Limited quantity.
So I'm not going to do anything in any quantity greater than 15.
I saw because you had the 14.
Period.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing any quantities greater than 15 of any garment. So this track jacket, for instance, I'm going to only do 6 of them. I'm going to produce 6 and then that's done. That colorway will never be done again. I'm going to do 9 of the track pants to go with it and that's done. Never be done again.
They're going to be hitting you in a DM like, man, I want an extra large.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Then go to the site if it's there. And then also when it drops on the site, like this is not a website where you can just go whenever you feel like it. When the collection drops, it's dropped for 24 hours and that is it.
Oh, you exclusive.
When it drops on Monday, it's down on Tuesday.
So this is Monday. Dropping Monday.
When it drops on Monday, it's
what
up
time
Monday.
Is dropping on Monday?
9 a.m. Pacific.
Nice. And then it's only up for 24 hours.
Only up for 24 hours.
Oh, look at you and your marketing.
Yep.
I see you.
And then we start, we have 6 days of promo, really prepping for the next exhibit, which is what I call them. And then we'll release the following exhibit the following Monday. Same thing, we'll continue that. The bags are going to make it very strong. Like the track pants, that whole thing made a very strong entrance in 2018. I started my year off. I went to Toronto and I got inspired to do like a track pant. Like, damn, I want to do a track pant with like stripes and colors. I can just design it one way, change the colors up. And that hit so tough. And like it turned into such a big thing in LA. So the bags are going to have that moment, a very similar moment that the track pants had this year. Yeah.
So long term, what are we looking at?
Oh. How much more time we got?
5 minutes.
This is world domination. Just like genuine global domination. Like in a couple different areas, but Yeah, nothing small. You know, just like, yeah, just domination. Yeah, I just want to take over shit. I just want to be like the most famous tailor that have ever lived.
I see it coming. I see it coming, Fresh. You almost there.
Hey, you know, we're working on it.
Yeah. So we got the website dropping on Monday.
Rich-fresh.com.
Rich-fresh.com. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
No, Pacific.
Pacific Time. And how can everybody check you out on socials?
Instagrams. Find me on the gram, richfresh_. It's the icon. It's the guy with pink hair. It's like a cartoon character with pink hair. I feel like he's got his hand up over his face or something silly. That's the one. Click him. He's the guy to follow. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming to the Verbally Effective
Thank you for
Podcast.
having me here.
You have a very inspiring story that
Thank
I
you very
think a
much.
lot of people will appreciate, especially a lot of these creatives, especially a lot of these people that, you know, get discouraged when they're trying to pursue their dreams. So I think you're giving them some good motivation. And you know, got roots in the M.
Oh, for sure. No, it's the town. I love Memphis. And I appreciate you for having this type of platform for said creatives, because I mean, you said a mouthful. It's interesting for us to see stories. Like, if we don't see certain types of representation, we don't know what's possible.
Definitely.
You know, so yeah, I totally agree, and I'm glad you guys had this type of platform. That you taking out your time, man. You could be doing anything. You be getting turned right now.
Look, when it's over, are we getting turned tonight?
Right.
What are we
You're
doing? Are y'all going home? What y'all doing?
What time is it?
It's only
it's
8:20.
I can tell you one thing. I ain't finna go home.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Fresh. Everybody check out his website on Monday and keep up with him on the gram and all his socials. And thank you so much, Fresh, for stopping by.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Love being here.
Thank you.